Hey there and welcome back. My name's Simon and today I'm going to show you a silent PC build that I've made using a Streacom Series FC5 case. This was purchased a month or so ago now. I've kitted it out with an AMD Micro ATX motherboard, an A5500 AMD CPU and 4 gig of 1333 MHz RAM. This at the time of making was the best solution that I could come up with. I had the spare APU lying around and I managed to get the other parts cheap enough. In the future, when I upgrade, I will be upgrading to I'll either wait for Kaveri to come around and get a low powered 65 watt APU, or possibly even at that time they'll release a 45 watt APU as they've just done with the Richland. I was considering purchasing this chip, which is released next week, and then doing a build of this unit again, but I'm going to save my cash and I think and wait for Kaveri to release, so I'll be upgrading the motherboard and the RAM and the APU at the same time. But for now I just wanted to show you what this thing looks like inside, and give you a few more hints as to what you may want to do if you're looking at purchasing one of these, because they are expensive. The case alone was £200. The PSU, the Pico 150, was another £70. So they're not cheap, but I'll show you inside the unit. With this, there's just 4 screws on the side and between the grills that I've already taken out. This just slides off. It's made of a really fine blasted aluminium, which seems pretty resistant to picking up scratches, to be honest. I've moved the unit around a few times now and it's not picked up any scratches. Okay, so here's inside the actual unit now that I've set it up. I'm just going to find a pointer here. Okay, this is where the Pico PSU is set up. There's the external part of this is a block, which doesn't get too hot. It gets warm while the computer's being used, but that's, it just gets a bit warm, that's all. It runs through here over to the power input assembly. You've got this tiny board here, and from that you run a cable to the motherboard power, and you've got a couple of you've got a Molex port, and you've got a serial. Where is it? Let's just run off of there. Okay, so you just see you've got your SATA there and your Molex, which runs off it, which is enough for a small build. That's enough to need, if you need a Blu-ray drive and an SSD there, or a regular hard drive. Here is the Blu-ray unit. Now this is a silent PC build, however, of course, a Blu-ray drive isn't silent. So if you're using your Blu-ray drive, expect some noise depending on what type of drive you've got. This official Streacom drive set me back another £95, I believe, delivered. I was a little hasty in purchasing this. This is just a reader. I've since come across other units that I think are of better value, of which Streacom do state would work in their system. No matter where along the unit the eject button is, Streacom do state that it's universal, so whether it's here or here, they do say that it will work. They enclose some rubber partitions which you can place over the eject button to give it a bit more accessibility when pressing the external button. Panasonic have I believe it's a UJ265 Blu-ray reader and writer available, which I could only see available in the States on auction sites, but they were better value than the Streacom, and had I have known about those previously, I would have purchased one of those and had it shipped over to me in the UK. Okay, going to the CPU then and the setup of this. The case obviously comes with all the parts supplied. This cover is attached over the CPU and over the metal pipes which dissipate the heat or carry the heat through to this side grill panel, which dissipates the heat. It's a bit fiddly setting these parts up, not only because you have to use a lot of thermal paste when attaching these to the sides and this bit here, and it's a bit fiddly attaching the screws from externally. Here again, I think you're using, because there's a block underneath the pipes which need paste either side, then you've got the pipes, and then you've got the top layer again needing paste. So they supply a couple of tubes of paste with it, which was just about enough to carry out the fit. You do have a slot here for a PCI card. I had to purchase this cable separately. It will likely have a TV tuner attached to it at some point, but it's simply a matter of screwing that in here and attaching this to the card. You must be sure only to use low profile RAM. Trying to get a set of G-Skills in here, rip raws, they're just too big, they're not going to fit. You're not going to get the case over the top. For my next upgrade, when Kaveri comes around, for example, I will purchase low profile 2133 MHz RAM, which is available. If you look, not many manufacturers make the low profiles at that speed, but they are available. And that's pretty much it. What I would say is, previous to using this gigabyte board, which if you can't see is the GA F2A55M board, so it's the lower end of the scale with regards to what it features, but it's perfect for my build. What I would say is, if you go for a mini ITX motherboard, I found, and I did try to install one originally, the power connector here was placed in this position, so there was no physical way, without possibly bending all of your pipes in strange directions, that you were gonna fit your board in successfully. Which is why I switched over to this board, which I had lying around at the time. But this was relatively easy. I'm hoping when I come to upgrade, it should be simple for me just to unscrew these and slide the board out and slide my new board into place. These pipes there is some flex in there. You can move them around a certain extent. Okay, what else is there? There's a couple of USB connections here. You do have a choice of USB 2 or USB 3, and there's a couple of ports here which you can use, so that's useful. I believe there's also somewhere in here you can attach, over the front here, you can attach something so that you can use a remote control if you're using it as a media center. Although I've not tried that, that's not something I've tried to do as yet, so I couldn't give any more information on that. But I think there's an easy setup. They've made it easy for you to be able to link that stuff up together. So yeah, this is the Streacon FC5 case. Despite its price, I am very happy with it. I love having quiet things around. If I can have a silent PC to work with, then all the better. So it is set up in a nice place. When you turn the you've got a simple on button just here which lights up blue while it's on. There's no hard drive flashlight fitted to it. You can change your connectors around and have that if you prefer, but I found it easy just to know when it's on and off. It is better, especially as you can't hear the thing. It's nice to know when it's on and off. But yeah, that's it. That's the Streacon. That's the Streacon case. Really looking forward to its upgrade come January, February when Kaveri is released. I'll slide this one back on there. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed looking at that. I'll post a couple of pictures of it on the website and a link to some places where you can purchase the parts for it. Yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. See you again soon. Bye.